Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Micheal. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Married at First Sight, Season 17, Episode 18. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Let me tell y'all something. Between Love is Blind and Married at First Sight, I am loved out. All these couples are giving me a headache. Ooh, child, day 7 of marriage, Micheal and Chloe. So they're in the shared apartment, right? Micheal is talking about all of the things that he has to get from his apartment, his dogs, and how he needs to take a nap because he needs to get himself together before he goes and sees the dogs. He asked her how she wanted to unwind tonight. Do you want to watch a movie, a little Netflix and chill? Well, baby, what he say that for? She said, well, I want to go get my dogs, but I want to take the next few days to be by myself with my dogs. Skirt. Chloe. Now, don't piss me off. Not another codependent dog. Y'all remember when Zach had that codependent dog? Chloe, you're using excuses, okay? It's an excuse. So Micheal is sitting there like, what is happening? He's wondering whether or not she wants to be with him. Now, he did say it was okay, but we all know that he doesn't think that it's okay. She's like, yeah, I just really need time to process, and I'm an introvert. Ma'am, you being an introvert has nothing to do with nothing. You decided to come take a husband. So if you decided to come and take this husband, then you need to spend time with this man. She said that she's hoping, that it's just something that she has to do for herself, and it's not anything other than that, trying to push her away from him. Micheal can't catch a break. If she wants to leave after 6 days, this may not work. Now, I know he's trying to be optimistic, but my goodness. Becca and Austin. So, baby, she's crying. She's telling us at the wolf shop, Austin was being a jerk about her helping him open a bag. So he was mumbling things under his breath. And on the drive home, they were having a disagreement. And he admitted for the past week that he was thinking about whether or not they're going to work out past decision day. He knew this weeks ago. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but I remember telling y'all on the honeymoon when he was on that beach and he was talking to the guys that Austin was unsure. He knew this a long time ago. That's why he's not having sex with Becca, because if he does, then he's going to have to say yes, because he doesn't want to look like a jerk on TV. But to let her down easy, he's making up all these excuses as to not lay down with her. And he's not fooling me. Emily and Brennan. So Emily is still hanging in there. Hey, girl, Becca and Austin. So they're at home waiting for Pastor Calvin and Dr. Pepper to show up. So they arrived because they need help. So they had to send out an SOS, baby. Bring in the reinforcements. Bring everybody. Everybody come. So Dr. Pepper, Pastor Cal, they get there. Dr. Pepper asked them to tell them what's been going on. Now, Becca is visibly distraught. She's saying that their communication has gotten worse and she doesn't feel heard. He doesn't feel heard or seen. She's been having a difficult time, and it's more difficult than she admitted. Well, Becca, we could all see it. You want so badly for it to work that you are not being honest. We all knew that. This is no surprise. Well, it ain't no surprise to me. She said all the fights that they're having, it's just daily rejection. He's rejecting her at every turn. He rejects her flirting. He rejects everything. He just swats her away. She feels like a net. Like, get out of here, okay? He needs a fly swatter. Pastor Cal said, well, that's fixable. Austin said it is. Pastor Cal, Austin wanted to cuss you out, y'all. He was like, that is fixable. I'm trying to get away from her. So then he asked Becca, because Becca was saying that she was having a hard time saying certain things to Austin. So Pastor Cal said, well, what is it that you want to say to him that you feel may hurt his feelings? Now, she basically said on camera, he's different than he is off camera. He doesn't even try to enhance their intimacy. And I knew he was doing that. When he closed that door, I said, That's why I like when Emily gets on that after party, although she gets on my nervous system. And I know Keisha hate to see her coming. I like for her to be on that after party because Emily is going to give us all the tea. See, Becca is playing in our faces, trying to make us believe that everything is peachy keen. And Emily is going to take it there. And that's why Austin in his hat can't stand Emily. Baby, I love it. He's faking it. The bottom line is he's faking. Austin is trying to gaslight Becca. Becca was like, it's crazy because what he's saying is not matching what's happening off camera, and it's making me look and feel crazy. Becca, it's called gaslighting. Austin and his hats, they aren't interested. I am so tired of you trying to throw yourself on this man. Girl, let it go. Now, I knew from day one that Austin wasn't all in. Now, he fooled me at the altar. But after that, I knew that he wasn't being honest. And I also knew you weren't being honest with your feelings because you want so badly for this to work. And as professionals, y'all need to call this out. Don't just sit there and pacify Austin talking about, well, no, Becca, calm down. No, he is gaslighting her. Now, I think Dr. Pepper was feeling it, but she didn't want to say so. Now, she did chime in and say that Becca's feelings are from not feeling wanted enough. So then Becca brings up him wanting to sleep in the football player's room instead of down set hiking her. So she was trying to figure out, why do you want to sleep in there instead of sleep with me? So he's like, well, I mean, I was very excited. He's a famous football player. So they're kind of like laughing it off. This isn't funny. This is her real life and her real feelings. This is not funny. Can you imagine the psychological damage that it does to a person when they're constantly being rejected? But Becca, to you, stop putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. He don't want it, don't offer it. That's just the bottom line. If he doesn't want it, do not offer it. So Pastor Cal talking about, well, I was drinking involved. And like Becca said, that is not an excuse. Pastor Calvin, the fact that you're making excuses for him not wanting to sleep in the same room as his wife is asinine. You're trying to give him a reprieve by saying, well, you know, you guys don't need to drink as much. It doesn't matter. She's like, well, a producer had to make him apologize to me. Not a producer. Becca is really laying it all out there. So they try to give them an exercise, but Becca is like, listen, all these exercises y'all keep giving, honey, he ain't doing the work. He's not doing it. Austin said, well, you know, even if we do get intimate now, she's going to think it's because of the camera. So anything I do, you would love to say that, wouldn't you? You would just love it. So now that gives you even more of a reason not to do it, because then you're going to say, well, I'm not doing it because I don't want you to think it's not real. And then you're not going to do it because you really don't want to do it. So then Pastor Cal asked if she wants the marriage to work. And she was crying, and she said she did up until then. Becca looks miserable with Austin. The real him is the one that's off camera. So you can do with that what you will, but I think it's time to wrap this thing up. Moving forward. Pastor Cal is still trying to force this connection here, and I don't know why when it's crystal clear that he's simply tolerating Becca. He does not like that woman. He touches her leg, right? Austin touches Becca's leg, and the way that the camera zoomed in on his hand was comical to me, because Austin changes his tune in front of company, and he ain't fooling me. Micheal and Mello. And y'all may be asking now, Misha, who the hell is Mello? His dog. Baby, because Chloe did not come home, okay? Love should have brought you home last night. He's at home with his dog, and Chloe is at her place. So we're starting back at 1 like Brian McKnight. Emily and Brennan. So Brennan is vlogging his caretaker duties. Child, this is a mess. He was like, I got her some burgers. She wanted some burgers. She's up. She's moving around. It's so performative. Sir, please put the camera down. Chloe. So she's meeting with her friend Caesar. They're talking about her going home for a few days and regrouping. And Caesar is asking her if she's second guessing herself. So she basically said in a roundabout way, she is. But as she was sitting without him, she felt like she missed him. So then Caesar said, oh, okay, well, I hear ya. But I feel like Micheal says only what he thinks you want to hear. He has all the right answers, and he just wants to know if Michael's words match the actions. So then she says, well, you know, that was my concern as well. Not your little friend acting like Micheal is faking it. If anything, Chloe, it's you showing up as your representative. That friend is giving hater. And you just said you didn't have no reservations about him. Now, all of a sudden, this is your concern as well. See, that's what I'm saying about you have to be very careful who you allow around you when you're married, because this single man is planting seeds of doubt. Don't do Micheal like that. You can go, sir, expeditiously. And Chloe, you lying right now, talking about you missing. You couldn't wait to go home and hide your pearls. Baby, you couldn't wait. Emily and Brennan. So they're going to get her stitches out. I cannot believe that they are still filming this lady. Please let her heal. We should not see her the same way that we didn't see Cameron. Let this lady heal. Brennan, get this dang on camera out of her face. He's loving not having to work on this marriage, and he ain't fooling me. Austin and Becca. So Austin said things changed for the better last night. I'm not buying anything that he says after getting confirmation that he is treating her differently off camera. So for me, anything that Austin says is giving a lie. So they're spending time together in the hot tub. Now, Becca, maybe the reason why you don't want to lay down, girl, is because you get in the hot tub with funky, dirty socks on. Girl, put that sock down. I said, what is this sock in this hot tub? Oh, child, y'all crazy. They're talking about meeting up with the experts. Austin said that he thought that it was helpful. She said, I thought it was good. I was just having a hard time figuring out when to self-reflect. I'm wondering if I'm too sensitive, and when you do something, I don't want to push you away because I'm in my head about it. I want to think that you're doing it because you want to. So he said that he's committed to keep trying. Austin, please stop repeating that. Then you give nothing. Please stop saying you're committed to it. I'm going to work on the intimacy. I'm committed to the process. I'm going to work on the intimacy. I'm committed to the marriage. I'm going to work on the intimacy. It's not the truth. You're a manipulator, and you're just like Brennan. You want to look good on camera, and that's it. That's all. Chloe and Michael. So she's finally back in the shared apartment. Hey, girl, nice of you to join us. Chloe is just so fake to me. I don't know what it, baby. I tried to like her. I really did. But it's just giving fake. So they're having a 90s hip hop housewarming. Nothing about it gave 90s. Okay. Nothing. They're getting everything together, right? So she's telling him, she was able to recharge, and he said he was able to recharge as well. He said he missed her, but she seems to have a newfound energy, and for that, he is grateful. So they're kind of playing off of each other. He ordered these pizzas, and they had a special meaning to them, and she was saying how sweet he was. And I just think Michael is such a sweet soul. To be quite honest, he's the best man out of the bunch. If he want to wear the earrings, child, let him wear the earrings, because he is a good man, Savannah. Emily and Brennan. So she's looking a lot better. She's still recovering. Brennan is cleaning up to help her rest and recover. Okay, Brennan, I see you popping out that Swiffer wet jet. Okay, shout out to the Swiffer. I see you got your little cheesecake factory to go and everything. You should have told him to put a little extra sauce on the side. Pasta looking a little dry, but that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. But why are you putting that mop water in that kitchen sink? Oh, y'all, I almost fainted. Honey, not the dirty mop water in the sink where the dishes go that I eat off of. Oh, child, no, ma'am. This is why I don't eat from people's homes. Potluck is not for me. And I think it has luck at the end of it, because you'll be lucky if you don't go home with salmonella. Oh, child. Absolutely not. So they're sitting down and they're talking. He said he feels like he can trust her more now. Why can you trust her more now, Brennan? Huh? Because she's unable to talk to anyone else? The fact that you feel so close to her after she split her head open is just, I can't even put words to it. It's crazy. Chloe and Michael. Child, not that fake friend of Chloe's coming in hugging Michael's neck. Sir, goodbye. So they all get there and whatnot. They're asking how married life has been. Chloe said, she never imagined it being this difficult, but Michael has been there to save the day. He's the extrovert. She's the introvert, blah, 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 blah. She's telling them that she took some days off and now she's back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Girl, welcome back. She's back. She's better than ever. And I was just thinking, what are y'all going to do when y'all have to go out into the real world? Are you going to keep your separate places? Because you cannot just leave when things get tough. You're going to have to be in the same space with your spouse. Now, I understand this is something different, but they really should set a rule where they are not allowed, unless they are in imminent danger, they do not need to leave the apartment once they decide to be married and do this process. It doesn't work like that. So she goes out to talk to his friends and she's asking for their advice. His friend said, just basically speak your speech. If you want to say something, then say it. Michael is a people pleaser. And she said, she feels like she's being pushed because this is really causing her to have to open up, and she's not used to being vulnerable, but Michael's really good with that. She's used to being alone. She's an introvert. Girl, if I hear that one more time. So her friend asked Michael, because he's with Michael, how he felt when Chloe left. So Michael said, people may say it's weird, but I trust that that's what we feel like we need to do. So we did it. So then Caesar said, oh, okay, well, you seem to have the right answers, but what about your disagreements? He said, we really haven't had anything yet. He gonna say, what? No disagreements? Michael says she's always making sure that everyone is okay. And I just want to make sure that she doesn't, I'm paraphrasing, pour from an empty cup. He feels very good about them. And that's just that on that. I do not like Chloe's friend. I really didn't care what he was talking about. I don't like him. He is acting like he wants her single and lonely to hang out with him. Sir, let her make a go of her marriage. Stop being so pessimistic. You come in here with your little questions, and then she told you she missed him and you knew she was being fake, but then you tried to spin it and put it on Michael. Moving forward. Cameron and Claire. Now, I didn't understand what was happening right here. She's meeting over there with his mom and he's meeting with Brennan. So he's telling Brennan what was happening with him, and he said that he felt like he was suffocating. Brennan asked if Claire was supportive. He said, she's been good, but there's really nothing to support. It's not like I have like something tangible that she can actually help me with. Over on the other side, she's talking to her mom and telling her that Cameron didn't want her help. So her mom basically said, when she had cancer, she pushed people away as well. So she understands where Cameron is coming from. Brennan then asked Cameron if Claire is trying to get the marriage back. Child, she didn't want the marriage to begin with. Cameron said he couldn't make it work and he felt like it added additional emotional stress and he couldn't keep it together and it caused him more pain. She was confusing him with her emotions, he said. But then he said that decision day was going to be an emotional one for her. Okay? Not him, but for her. Back over with Claire, she's telling her mom that he's so smart and he calls me out and I just think he's the greatest man. I love him as a human being, but I just don't think husband and wife is the right title for the two of us. I just don't think so. Meanwhile, Cameron said, if she says yes on decision day, I'm going to say it too. I'm not going to leave her out there by herself. Say what now? You must need another basement to live in. Because what in your right mind makes you think that after the two of you have not talked since episode maybe 5, that you are going to say yes on decision day? You two are confusing me. And this is getting out of hand. You have been hiding for weeks. Now you want to stay together if she wants to stay together on decision day? Cam, please be so serious. Y'all already decided. Day 12 of marriage for Chloe and Michael. So they're going to one of his friend's gyms, right? It's a boxing gym. Michael is teaching her the proper form and how to jab, how to hit him with a 1-2 punch. And let me tell y'all something, honey. Michael looked so good out there boxing. Chloe, girl, don't let that style of dress fool you. Michael got it going on, honey. That's all man right there. And he got them arms too. I see how he got them arms. So after they got through boxing and whatnot, Chloe shares with Michael that his friend said that he was a people pleaser. She said they did say that you might not admit it, but I just wanted to ask what you need from me because you've been there for me this whole time and I feel like I'm being selfish by not being there for you. She wants him to be able to put her in her place if need be. He said, well, I'm not going to all the way not admit it. Now, I will communicate if I need to. She's like, I'm just afraid that we're going to be so focused on trying to please each other that we're not focused on ourselves. Girl, anyway, Emily and Brennan. So all the experts FaceTime Emily and Brennan to check in on Emily. Emily is telling them, she just recovers fast. She's feeling a little better. She's thankful to be alive, and it really put things into perspective. So Dr. Pia chimes in and told her that she's handling it very, very well because if it were her, she would basically be freaking out. She asked Brennan how he was hanging in there. Now, Brennan cannot stand when Dr. Pia speaks to him and his face cannot hide it. No matter how he feels, you will see it on his face. They're basically saying this really changed their dynamic. Being there for each other, it really grew their relationship. Pastor Cal then says, you guys are doing great. And I hope that people can see the value in their relationship. That's why we match these people together. And we feel that this will bond you forever. These experts are making it seem like this is unheard of. He was there for her, which is really wonderful. But okay, the fact that she had a near-death experience to get him to even be a little nice to her is crazy. And I do not think it's enough to stay married. But kudos to Brennan for helping Emily after that traumatic experience. Brennan would be the biggest jerk in the Married at First Sight Hall of Fame, honey. Even a bigger jerk than Chris from season 12 if he were not there for Emily. I do not think he deserves confetti or parade, but that's just me. And that was the end of the episode. Child, y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Listen, if you have not, check out episode 7's review of Love is Blind. The same producers of Married at First Sight, but baby, they getting a little bit spicy over there on the Netflix. Okay, so check it out if you have not. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.